Good morning and welcome to the Crafty Canary for your tip on Tuesday. Today we're going to make my family's favorite casserole, which is poppy seed chicken. And I have combined a couple of recipes and kind of made up my own, so I want to give that to you today. So first we're going to start with the chicken that we made in last week's video. This is made with the crock pot and we boiled half of it too. So I've got 4 chicken breasts here. You could do as many as you want for your family, but I do it comes to about 3 cups of chicken. So I'm gonna put that into my great big bowl, and do start with a big bowl because this actually has a lot in it. So we're gonna put all that chicken in. We're going to use a cream of chicken and a cream of celery. Now, of course, this is not the most healthy ingredients. You can get healthier versions of it. You could also make your own, which is much healthier, but I'm gonna disclaimer here, this recipe is in no way, shape, or form healthy. It is definitely comfort food. So we've got the cream of chicken going in and the cream of celery. And I use this little small wooden spatula to get out my canned cream of soups, because I've tried it with the rubber spatulas and the can tends to make a mess of the spatula, so the wooden one works a little bit better. Then we're going to add a cup of sour cream. We'll use that spatula again to get it all out of there. Then we're going to have a ½ cup of chicken broth, and you can use your homemade or you can use some that you buy from the store. Either way is okay. We're going to use a tablespoon of lemon juice. I like fresh, but you can also use the bottled kind. And then a tablespoon of cooking sherry. And finally, we're going to have a cup of rice. And be sure that it is instant rice, not your regular rice, because it's going to cook in the casserole. It's uncooked right now. If you use just plain old regular and not instant rice, it wouldn't get cooked enough in the amount of time that we're going to have it in the oven. So be sure you use instant rice. Get that in there, and then I'm going to use my wooden spoon to stir it all up. I'm going to get that nice and stirred up. Now that we've got that good and mixed up, let's put it in our casserole dish. So I'm going to move my casserole dish here so you can see me put it in. I'm going to just dump it all in. And I'm going to use a rubber spatula just to get the last bits of that rice off the edges of the bowl so that we get all the goodies in there. Get everything in. Then I'm even going to scrape it off my spoon. I really want every little bit of goodness in there, and spread it out. And now we're going to go with our toppings. So of course it's poppy seed chicken, so you have to have your poppy seeds, and we just sprinkle those on top. I don't measure, I just do a good amount. And you want to be careful if you have a guest coming over, or you're got a family member who has diverticulitis or some other conditions too. They can't have poppy seeds, so be real careful with this. You could substitute maybe a different seasoning for this, or just leave them out altogether. I actually forgot to put it in one time when we had a guest, and sat down at the table and remembered that I had not put these in, and he said, oh, it's a good thing because I have diverticulitis and I can't eat poppy seeds. So then we're also going to use some lemon pepper and do the same. Ooh, that was a big sprinkle. Sprinkle that all on the top. And now we are going to use some Ritz crackers, or some nice buttery crackers. We're going to crush those, and what I like to do is I just squish them in the package. But sometimes that seam can bust, and I've had the crackers go everywhere. So another way you can do that, so here's a tip for free: put the sleeve with the plastic on it inside a gallon-sized bag, zip it really good, then get your meat tenderizer, your mallet, and just give it a little beating there. And you want to put it in the bag because that seam will break when you do it this way. So you don't want it to go everywhere. So that's going to keep it from going everywhere. And it seems like that seam didn't break, making me a liar here. But then we're going to put that in a melted stick of butter. I'm going to grab that butter and I'll be right back. So I've melted my butter in a saucepan. You could also melt it in a bowl in the microwave. I'm just going to take those crushed crackers and put them right in the saucepan where I melted the butter. And then take a clean spatula, stir those up so that there's a little bit of butter on all of the cracker crumbs. And then we're going to just sprinkle that over the top of our casserole. So get it on there, just sprinkled good, so that we get it on there as much as possible. I'll kind of spread it out once I get it on and get all that butter out. It's really, really yummy. Again, not very healthy. So I'll spread out those cracker crumbs just a little bit. And then I'm going to bake this in the oven on 350 for 35 minutes. So let's bake it and see how it turns out. So it's been in the oven for 35 minutes at 350 degrees. Let's check on it. Oh, it looks great. Has lots of bubbles, golden goodness. Those crackers have browned really, really well. It looks delicious. So we'll have this for dinner tonight and it will be yummy. I will put the recipe in the notes below. So please enjoy this. Let me know how it goes and if you really like it. Thanks for joining me and we'll see you next time.